Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Panthers offense will have the opening possession of the game. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets away. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So Kennesaw State's offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to pass, it's Rivers. He's got him. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Both at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And some room to work. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Gets the back moving. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Here's the pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Owls! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game.
And that ball's free behind the line. Bounced right back to them. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch at the 20. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Grab behind the line. It's Green. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the single back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Panthers.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over USC. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Rivers. Myers to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. Quick step and go. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14, Georgia State, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Gets the first himself. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Georgia State ready to go with another first and 10. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Dean. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Fakes to grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Soft spot in the middle. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He wants to take the top off, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. So now it's second and long. He'll do it himself on the draw. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Rivers. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On his way back from the 20. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. To throw, it's Rivers. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He'll take it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly complete. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Finds a little space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a takes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to punch it in.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football. And now they're setting up 4th down.
And this one is perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Makes the grab on the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. To the air, it's Rivers. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Finding an escape route. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Working that left side now. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Finds the tight end. Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got a man. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UCLA is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Southern California for some time. They're up by 24 over Florida Atlantic.
The run from the shotgun.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Handoff from the gun. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The play-action fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. With the catch, it's Green. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Hunt is on its way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Rivers. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Right on the money. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Is Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down? He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. The throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. They'll try to pop the draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it on the run. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Touchdown, Georgia State. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Caught close to the marker. It's Dean. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. To the air, it's Rivers. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flips it out to the back. Makes one man miss. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Trying play action. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. Looking for a man. It's Rivers. They're working that left side. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Breaks into the open. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. On the run from inside his own 5. They bring him down. A last gasp effort on that return comes up empty, and that's going to do it for this one. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played today.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.